Boom, shakalaka boom. You've tuned in to the free range human show of choice, your daily dose of reality radio. It starts right now. This is the Clay Edwards Show. I am, of course, Clay Edwards, coming at you live here from the fresh, sprawling campus of WYAB. That's 103.9 FM on the radio dial. And, of course, streaming worldwide at Save JXN on Facebook, X, and YouTube. And over on Rumble, it's at Clay Edwards Show. Of course, you can follow us across all social media platforms at Save JXN on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and X. We also got a couple accounts over on Instagram and TikTok at Clay Edwards Show, where we upload reels of this show, little short clips, and more. Getting a late start on my energy drink this morning. I was out of them at the house and was running a little late this morning, so I didn't stop till I got to Flora. I'll let everybody know it was an uneventful gas station visit this morning. No, I didn't get caught slipping this morning at the gas station. I did get caught slipping when I went outside my house and it was 40-something degrees, and I was definitely unaware that it was not going to be a little warmer this morning. But, hey, no complaints. I'm only wearing shorts and sockless Hey Dudes. I just washed them yesterday so they don't stink. Ooh, I tell you what, Hey Dudes without socks for more than a day or two turn into the rankest, stankingest thing that on this planet. I'm just boondoggled at how bad these slip-ons can stink without wearing socks for a couple of days. It's something to behold. My dog don't even want to chew on these. Hope everybody's out there having a good morning. The Guns and Gear text line is 769-241-1944. Y'all be sure to get out to Guns and Gear for all of your guns, ammo, gear, or accessories. Guns, ammo, accessories, and, of course, Cerakoting and gunsmithing needs. And don't forget, they do buy guns. If you've inherited an estate with some ammo and some guns and stuff in it, reach out to Hunter. Let him put a number on it for you. Let him make you an offer. Let him help you sell it. Find out what it's worth, if nothing else. He can help you out with all that. That's right there, Highway 51 North, Gluckstadt, Mississippi. That's Guns in Gear. Right there, Yandell Road. They're going to rename Yandell Road Chip Matthews Boulevard one day, aren't they? Pretty sure they're going to rename it Chip Matthews Boulevard. So, me and Chip just had a little conversation in here, and Chip was telling me, and it's kind of funny that he told me this, because I was going to lead with it this morning before we got into black folks are not handling EBT getting cut off well. Yeah, EBT is getting cut off November 1st, and black folks not handling it very well on the internet. And I'm sure there's some white folks that ain't handling it well either. They're just not making videos about it that I've found. But we're going to talk about that for sure. We definitely going to talk about that. We got videos to prove it. I hope some of them have been censored, have been bleeped, because I got the bleep button over here. I'm going to be working double time. But they are threatening to kill people over this, and it is comical. So I got some solutions not solutions, but I have a way that us content creators and people watchers can enjoy the spectacle that's going to be upon us November 1st when the cutoff goes live. How would you like to be a Democrat politician that's enforcing this shutdown right now? Oh, their phone line's going to be lighting up, son. Lighting up. In the shutdown now, my baby's got to eat. Anyway. But Chip was telling me, he said, man, they did a podcast about you last night. Your boy that was the Foot Locker guy and some other people were talking about you. I said, Chip, I have an innate ability to not give a damn what people say about me. I just do not care. People send me screenshots and people send me links and this, that, and the other about people talking about me. Because I don't care. If I cared what people said about me, I would have quit doing this a long time ago. My skin is bulletproof thick. Like, I just do not care what people say about me. I used to have thin skin. It used to worry me. But then I realized real quick that if I wanted to be successful doing this, I was going to have to be able to handle criticism well. unlike a lot of black folks. Criticism equals racism. They do not handle it well at all. And that's because we've been coddling them for too long and being afraid to tell them that, or being afraid to criticize them because you didn't want to be called racist or whatever else. And now the fruits of that labor have come home to roost. And now anytime you try to criticize them, correct them, tell them something's wrong, they throw in them hissy fit, start twerking on countertops, screaming racist and tearing stores up and everything else. Because they've been coddled and told that nothing that's going on in their community is their fault for far too long. When in fact, it is their fault. But I was thinking about that incident at the gas station the other night. And I don't go back and watch these videos. It's cringe. I don't like watching that kind of stuff. But I thought about something that old Foot Locker said. And it didn't really dawn on me at the time. But he made a comment where he said, "I've got everything you've ever said about me. Every screenshot, every recording, everything you've ever said about me." Well, that's the difference in me and you, isn't it? I don't care what you say about me. I don't have the time to sit back and listen to podcasts that my name could come up in. I don't have time to scroll through Facebook pages and post where my name could be mentioned. Hell, I don't even read my own comments and messages. I put the blinders on and I just shoot forward. There's no telling how many opportunities I've missed not reading my DMs. But if they really wanted to talk to me, they'd find my phone number or my email. I do check those. That's the difference. I am not so weak, mentally weak, that I worry, or emotionally weak, that I worry about what people say about me. That is low T energy. Low T. You should text Clay to 601-800-5130 and get your testosterone levels checked today. Compliments of me. Compliments of the Clay Edwards Show over at Men's Health in Mississippi. If you're worried about what other people say about you, that's low T energy. It's also little D energy as well. You know, just really, it's high feminine energy is what it is. It makes me wonder, were you raised with a daddy in the house when you worry about what people say about you? It's just emotional. Like, just move on. Who cares what people say about you? And I'm not talking to just one person here. I'm talking to everybody right now. This ain't directed at one person. If you were concerned about what people say about you, you're emotionally weak. That's what women do. That's why they always off in some female stuff. High feminine energy. Toxic femininity. That's the thing, by the way. Toxic femininity and black fragility are absolutely a thing. And we don't talk about either one of them enough. But those are two of the biggest problems in culture right now, in American culture right now. Two of the biggest problems that drive this train off the tracks about every 4 years with the election cycles is toxic femininity and black fragility. See, they came out with that book called White Fragility. Oh, white people are so fragile. Deflect, deflect, deflect. And I know that book was written by a white liberal woman, but you know, they're the biggest racist out there are white liberal women. The Mazda Jackson phone line, 601-879-0002. I spent all day yesterday afternoon downloading apps from news channels and building folders on my browser of all the different news outlets by state here in the tri-state region. I did Louisiana, Mississippi, and Memphis and North Mississippi. I still got to go back and do Alabama, Nashville, some other stuff. I got, like I said, I didn't get Alabama. I want to get some parts of Florida because I'm expanding my platform out. And we're going to start covering culture rot outside of just the Tri-County area. We're really going to start hitting the full region. And we're going to try to expand this whole show and this internet version of what I do throughout the Southeast. And I've got an idea and I got a plan in place, and we're going to start it today. Maybe not on this show, but we're going to start it today online. So if you start seeing more videos of FAFO belts being given out, more stories about culture rot in places like Baton Rouge, Memphis, Birmingham, Atlanta. Oh, yeah, I built one for Georgia, too. Atlanta, Shreveport, and some of these other places, New Orleans. Because there's a lot of shenanigans going on down there. Florida man type things that I think will make really good content. And it will show people that it isn't just Jackson. But, of course, we are going to cover Jackson. And I want to say something. Now, I am quasi-impressed with what's going on in Jackson. Now, there's still a lot of shenanigans and crime going on, but I think the mayor's got it going in the right direction. I do. So, shout out to John Horn. Y'all say I don't ever talk about the good. John Horn. Of course, Capitol Police is the real reason why crime is down in Jackson. Let's not make no mistake. It's Capitol Police is why crime is down in Jackson. 100% contrary to what CJ LeMasters thinks and what numbers he can kind of conjure up to try to debunk that. It's them jump out boys is why crime is down in Jackson. I heard a story a minute ago as we were getting ready to go live, and I talked about it the other day. I did a screenshot and made a quick post about it because I knew how it was going to come across the second that I heard about it. But it was a car chase from Terry or Byram, or it started at the Dollar General in Terry. It ended in Jackson with 2 innocent people losing their lives. God bless their souls. Prayers for their families and for them. Thoughts and prayers. And I said, assuming that the people that died were not the ones running from the police, the citizenry of Jackson is going to blame those deaths on the police, not the guy running from the police. And like death and taxes, I happened to see a news story the other night, and that's exactly what the first person they interviewed did. Them people wouldn't have died if them police hadn't have been chasing them over something from the dollar store. But no. See, you said that all wrong. What you had meant to say was, if that guy hadn't have been running from the police after he robbed the dollar store, then people would still be alive. I hope they locked that man up for a long time. But they was chasing him over nothing, running from chasing him because he took something from the dollar store. But you don't ever know that. It's like these people that decide to run from the police because their tag is expired. But all that over an expired tag, it ain't never just an expired tag. It's always felon in possession of a firearm, riding dirty with the dope, and God knows what else. Sometimes they got kidnapped people in the car. Sometimes they are convicted, they're wanted for felony warrants. They're never running because they got an expired tag. It's always so stupid. Y'all people are stupid. Let's take a break. Come back. You got an idea what the show's going to be about today. It's going to be me doing what I do. Raise hell, praise Dale. This is the Clay Edwards Show. Phone lines wide open, 601-879-0002. Brought to you by Mazda of Jackson. The Guns and Gear text line, 769-241-1944. And, of course, we'll get the live stream comments pulled up on the screen, and we'll start reading some of those as well. Swing by my merch shop, buyfafo.com. We still got the promo running in honor of me getting caught slipping. Caught you slipping. In honor of me getting caught slipping, promo code SLIPPIN, SLIPPIN, get you $10 off your order. Or I'm still giving away 50% off if you'll go by Apple and give me a 5-star review on my podcast and text me a screenshot of that to the Guns and Gear text line, 769-241-1944. I'll give you a promo code to get 50% off. But I'll only give you that promo code if you text me a screenshot of the 5-star review. Hey, look, man, I ain't above hooking y'all up for hooking me up. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. I know there's some old white folks out there wondering, what is he doing? But my Gen X folks know that's that Master P. Make them say, nah. Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show here live on WYAB in the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios this morning. This segment brought to you by our friends over at Big River Ballistics. Swing by out there today, join up, and start learning how to shoot your gun a little bit better, man. Become a professional marksman out there on their range. You got your traditional target ranges, and then you have the long range where you can shoot up to 1,150 yards from your target and really, really practice becoming a true marksman at this new world-class facility they've built out there in Morton, Mississippi, right at 2364 McCurdy Road. And don't forget, first responders, military, you guys get 10% off of everything, including memberships. That's right, they got a pro shop too. So need to buy a gun while you're out there, want to rent a gun. See, this is what's cool to me about this place, and this is what I think is going to set it apart, is you can go out there and you can rent guns. I mean, some really cool stuff. You want to shoot a fully automatic machine gun? You can rent one there. You want to shoot a big 50 cal? You can rent one there. That's right. Get out there, check them out today. You can start online at bigriverballistics.com, bigriverballistics.com. They have different levels of memberships. They have a huge clubhouse out there. You can have meetings, events. I guess you could have birthday parties out there and do shootings around the birthday parties. That'd be fun. So check them out today. Men's retreats, women's retreats, and more. It's all available out there. Check it out. I mean, this is not just a little run-of-the-mill thing. This is a big world-class resort-style event center they've built out there with a gun range around it. So don't sleep on this. This is something super neat to our area that we need to make sure we're supporting if we can. And they did a concealed carry class out there this past Saturday. I was hoping to go, but with my friend passing away, it just changed my weekend plans completely. So I'll catch the next one that they do out there. But reach out to him. Our good friend Tyler Tharp is out there, and that guy knows his stuff. So check him out, Big River Ballistics. All right, let's read some text messages. Let's pull your chats up on the screen on the live stream as well. All right. Man, I stopped by Martin's Livingston yesterday on my way. I had to swing by Men's Health in Mississippi and get my semaglutide from them yesterday, and I stopped by Martin's, saw my old buddy, Mr. Floyd Sherman. He runs the market down there, the gas station, the market, whatever you want to call it. A gas station is really an insult to what they do. They have gas as well, but they also have all your favorite Martin's treats and more there, the pork skins, their side dishes, their meat. That's right, the same steak they sell at Martin's you get at the market. But anyway, this ain't an ad. I just want to give a shout out to my boy Justin, man. He's in the comments every day. He's the bartender there at Martin's Livingston. He was wearing his FAFO shirt to work. They're giving him permission to wear his FAFO shirt to work. I love it. I love it. I think it's awesome. So good stuff there, man. So shout out to J-Rock. And I was supposed to bring him his long sleeve FAFO shirt today, but I got to get my hair did. So I wasn't going to be able to make it over there today. But anyway, I'll get over there. Well, we need to plan another FAFO lunch. We haven't done one in a while. You know, we used to do it once a month. We'd have an FAFO Friday lunch. And, you know, I guess we can quit calling everything FAFO, but it was just FAFO Friday, you know, FAFO Friday lunch. But we definitely need to have a Clay Edwards Show lunch group again here soon. We were doing those and kind of got away from doing it, but I'm ready to do it again. If y'all ain't scared to be around me, you know, if y'all ain't scared, you'll have to catch me if I start slipping. You know, but we need to start doing those again. You know, we did one out at Martin's when they first opened at Livingston. We've done them at McBee's. We've done one at El Patrio and Cross Gates. Where we've done several of these things. Burgers Blues. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do my Thanksgiving and or Christmas party this year. I was thinking about that yesterday. We've done it at Burgers Blues, downtown Brandon, every year. I'm just trying to decide if that's something we want to do this year. Do we want to take a year off? It's only October, so we got plenty of time to figure that out. So we'll keep you posted on that. But I love doing the events. I love being around everybody, but not a fan of being around crazy people. Let's take a call here on the Mazda Jackson phone line. Good morning, you're on there.
Good morning. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
You're talking yesterday about. I've heard them advertise. This is called a burner gun, and you can order it, and it's not considered a weapon, but it shoots chemicals out. And they've been advertising on the radio for a while, but I don't know nothing about it.
Somebody said something to me about something similar. Maybe it's a non-lethal weapon of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about looking into that.
Yeah, look into that. Let us know about that, because I'm just curious. They advertise it, like I say, on one of the radio shows on your station, and at noon, everything. The lady keeps, not at noon, about 1 o'clock, I think. But
oh yeah, Dana.
But anyway, they advertise it there, so I don't know. I've never heard nobody else talk about it. I'm just curious myself.
Yeah, I'm Googling it now, so I will. I'll tell you what I come up with.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you. All right. Well, we got a text while he was talking from Tyler out at Big River Ballistics. He goes, "Less lethal weapons shaped as a gun is a terrible idea for civilians." And there's one called a burner, B-U-R-N-A gun, burner gun. I mean, look, I'm gonna keep my gun. I did think about adding some bear spray to the mix, more just to add insult to injury than anything. Because what I'd like to do is spray somebody with some bear spray and then kick their knee out from under them and then punch them in the face. Maybe kick them a little bit while they're down. Hey, you started the fight, so you don't get to determine my level of retaliation. I'm Israel, you're Pakistan. Not Pakistan. Palestine. If I'm Israel, you're Hamas. You started this. You don't get to dictate the terms of your ass whooping. Let's read some text here on the Guns Are Good text line. And I want to get to the EBT collapse, but I want to read these texts first. We're gonna have to wait to the next segment to do the EBT collapse. Greg says, my mom, who is a major Trump fan, heard Horn speak. Oh, this is from yesterday, but I'll go ahead and read it. Said she heard Trump. My mom, who is a major Trump fan, heard Horn speak yesterday at an event. Said the solutions are said the solutions are night and day, and he actually offered plans and ideas, not wishes and excuses. I hope, what was that in context to, Greg? All right, unknown texter. So what'd you say about me, Willis? Don't laugh, butthead. I just discovered ChatGPT. My brother told me about it. If you're looking for info in a book like, say, the Bible, it will find it pretty amazing. What that was bonus info. It's tragic that innocent people died in the wreck, truly, but if it was ones making comments, complaining, being robbed, they would want criminals chased to the end of the earth. And he also says those guys over at Big River Ballistics are actually really nice people. Yeah, great people, man. Great people. Somebody texted in and said people are having CES, Clay Edwards syndrome. Yeah, it's got to be CEDS, Clay Edwards derangement syndrome. They definitely have Clay Edwards. It'd be CDS, wouldn't it? Clay Edwards CEDS, Clay Edwards derangement syndrome. Well, look, man, that whole crew there that runs around in those umpire jerseys, those Foot Locker guys, they have goon squad derangement syndrome. But a lot of it is what it is they've brought it upon themselves. You never just been able to will something into existence. Like they want to be a victim of oppression. They want to be a victim of police violence so bad so they can be the victim. They're professional victims. They want to be able to sue. They want to be sympathetic figures. So what they've done is they go and they put themselves in these situations constantly to be bothered by to be I'm not even calling it harassed by the police, to force the police to do their jobs. And then they try to spin it where they're somehow the victim. I mean, I saw a video of the Leon character get a cop put his hand on his shoulder to get him to sit down, and he threw himself down on the ground and pretended he got choked or something or another. You know, it's constant. They're like theater kids. Everything's very dramatic, and they're just trying to will these things into existence. And I see it. I know what they're doing. And they don't like that I expose that I call it out. It's theatrical. It's all an act. They're crazy people, man. And they put it, and then they put it all out online. And then they get mad when people talk about it. Well, you put it out there for the world to see. It'd be like me getting mad that somebody didn't agree with one of my videos and says something. Hey, you know what? At least you watched it. A view is a view is a view. I love it when y'all talk about me. I love you can't keep my name out your mouths. That's good for business. Polarization is my business, and business is good. Let's take a break. When we come back, no distractions. We're talking about the EBT chaos that is about to be upon us here in central Mississippi. Oh, I can't wait. I've got a great idea for us. Y'all are going to love my idea. Get your non-lethal weapons and your cameras ready. It is going to be fantastic times here soon. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show here live on WYAB, streaming worldwide at SaveJXN on Facebook, YouTube, and X, and of course on Rumble at Clay Edwards Show. This segment brought to you real quick by Burgers, Blues, and a Barbecue. Swing by there today for lunch at all three great locations: downtown Brandon, Dogwood in Flowood, and of course Main Street in Madison, where they're serving breakfast right now. Swing by, check out the breakfast. They got the Nashville hot chicken and waffles. Bruh, if I could just get out of here in time one morning to get over there in time to try the Nashville hot chicken and waffles, I would 100% try the Nashville hot chicken and waffles. It looks amazing, and it sounds even better. Or maybe I got that backwards. It sounds amazing. It looks even better. And the B3 bowls. I don't know if I told you about those. It's like a bowl of rice, meat, and vegetables, and you pick which meat, you pick which kind of rice, you pick your vegetables, and you put it all together. Oh, my gosh. It's like Asian inspired. There used to be an Asian themed restaurant somewhere, and you did that. You picked all your vegetables and meats and rices off a buffet line kind of deal. Then they cooked it for you. They stir fried it, I think, or steamed it or whatever. Same concept. You just pick it off the menu instead of you picking it off the line. And, man, it is my new favorite item. I can't believe I have worked my way to my new favorite item at a burger joint being their protein bowl, but it's that dang good. I do the chicken with the Nashville hot, the white rice, the sauteed peppers, onions, and broccoli with some diced sweet potatoes, and it's enough food for 2 meals. If you eat it all in one sitting, take the rest of the day off if you eat it for lunch, because you're going to be useless. And it's less than $15. Give it a try today. Burgers, Blues, Barbecue. Check them out online. Book a food truck, catering, and all of that at burgersblues.com. All right, let's see here, man. So if you'll go to X, and I want some of y'all to play along with me here. If you'll just go to X, that's still formerly Twitter, and if you'll just type in EBT into the search bar, and you will be amazed at some of the things that you see. Now, again, they'll call this racisms, but hey, look, I'm just spotlighting what you put on the interwebs. Don't get mad at Clay. You said it, not me. But don't think for a second I'm not going to laugh. LOLs. I'm not going to get all my yucks and lols at your expense. Oh my. Oh my. Here we go. FCC, station owner Matt, I apologize in advance for what's about to happen here. Let me get this queued up here real quick. I was on the phone with one of my buddies, local business owner, called there during the break, and they had an experience like what I just spoke about at their business yesterday. Somebody who thought that some entitled minority decided to call the cops because they weren't getting their way. The cops got there and told them that just because you're not getting your way doesn't mean you're right. And then they got into it with the police. And I don't know that they got arrested or not, but they definitely got run off from the property because, well, they were wrong in line. Just par for the course in Jackson. Let's see here. All right, let me remove that from the screen real quick. Move that over there real quick. There we go. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there, I promise. I got to cut the volume up here. Get that ready. Now, here's a compilation of angry, and there's angry black folks right here, mad over the EBT. This is great.
Everybody going around saying that motherfuckers ain't getting bad with the cart.
I may have heard a bad word there. I can't confirm or deny. Oh, that's great. That's great. I'm going to share this. I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to put this into the chat box here for everybody watching, so y'all can go back and watch that on your own there. But I'm just too scared to play any of this, unfortunately, because they're threatening to kill people over EBT. They're not worried about also cussing online, obviously. And that's what we can't have here is cussing online on the radio. We can't have cursing on the radio. I think I got one here that I can kind of do. There's got one beep, and I know I can beep it. So I'm going to do this one here. I did screen this one. She does say one bad word, but I'm pretty sure I can beep it in time.
And a PSA to them retail workers during this hard time of what's going on in the world. I really don't advise y'all to try to chase after anybody that's trying to collect them some food for their family as they're walking out that door with that cart, because you might around and don't make it home. What's going on in this world, I really think it's y'all best bet to let them people walk about that store.
So she thinks it's their best bet to let them people walk out that store because they might F around and find out. So what they're threatening retail workers at your Walmarts or wherever else, Kroger's. I put the S on the end of it because that's how they talk. They make everything plural. So I'm speaking in the language they'll understand. So I know there's not an S on the end of Walmart. I know there's not an S on the end of Kroger. But when I'm talking to a particular group of people, I put the S on the end of it. I make it plural so they'll know where I'm talking about. Because they'll be riding around looking for the Kroger and have no clue what the Kroger is. But you say Kroger's, they'll go straight to the right place. But I'm just throwing that out there. That's fact. Don't get mad at me. I didn't make the rules. I'm just playing by them. So what I was thinking was, what we would do here is, we always talk about retired military going and working security at these schools, at these gun-free zones, these soft targets, to protect the children from deranged transgender psychopaths with their AR-15s. And I still encourage that we do that. But starting November 1st, I feel like the rest of us that aren't necessarily retired military, we're just concerned citizens, Second Amendment enthusiasts, I feel like we're getting called to action. We're being called into duty. Coach is putting us in the game. I want to go defend Walmart workers and Kroger's workers. I want to go defend the little old man checking receipts at the door at Walmart as people are pushing their buggies out because I've got some more videos, and unfortunately we just can't play them. But they're specifically threatening the little old people that work at the door checking them receipts. And they say, if you follow me out to my car, you ain't going to go back inside. You ain't going to make it back inside. I'm going to have my cousin with me, and they're going to knock you out, and I'm going to kill you. I'm going to do all this stuff. Quita ain't handling this well at all. There's one video of a guy saying about the EBT getting cut off, said he ain't supposed to work, that we supposed to be paying for his way. He's a boss. He ain't going to work. He's a boss. A boss of what? Anyway, what I'm thinking is we can go there and we can work Security for free, of course. And as these people start pushing these grocery carts full of stolen groceries out, man, we can just start doing what we do. We can start spraying them with bear spray. Now, I ain't saying shoot anybody. I ain't saying don't, but I'm not saying shoot anybody. You know, I mean, if they start shooting you, I mean, you got to shoot back. You got to do what you got to do. I mean, if they've decided that losing their life is worth a cart of groceries, then, well, you know, it is what it is. I saw a video yesterday, but I am going to go film. I'm going to go get some good content out of this. I'm just going to sit back with my phone, and I'm just going to put a microphone on it, and I'm just going to point it, and I'm just going to wait in the park. You ain't going to have to wait long. It's going to be an absolute poop show of epic proportions. November 1st. The second that EBT card cuts off, they're going to bum rush Kroger and Walmart. And they're going to try to steal everything. I'm just telling you, content creators, you want to get some good footage, you want to go viral, this is the time to do it. Just sit out there and just wait. And boy, you're going to see Quita and them pushing them grocery carts out, Walmart employees chasing them. I mean, it's going to be like something out of a movie. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be fabulous. What I would recommend is not going to the grocery store until they get this whole thing fixed. And if you don't know, they're cutting EBT off. If the government shutdown makes it to November 1st, the EBT isn't funded going into November. So they're freaking out about how they're going to feed their children. They're freaking out. And I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the greatest things that we've seen in our lifetime. See, I remember a couple years ago, EBT went down for a little bit. And I was at the Walmart in Richland. And, dude, I saw a sneak peek at what could happen if the EBT crashed. Y'all don't realize just what a fine line between complete collapse of civilization and normal civilization we live on, and the EBT working or not, is that imaginary line between chaos and civilized society. And I am praying for chaos. I am praying for Captain Chaos. I'll be right back. All right. In the next break, in the top of the hour break, where I got 7 minutes, we're going to play some of those videos for online only viewers. I just can't play them during the radio, but I can play them during the break. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. It's so good. It's delicious. It is delicious. It's going to be great. Oh, yeah, Mr. Dilligaff brought up the blackout. Yeah, people kept trying, I posted that. People kept saying, oh, that's not about black people. It's not about black people. Yes, it is. That's why it's called a blackout. Black people are protesting about their black dollars, respecting their black dollars. It is about black people. White people don't do shit like that. That's how I know it's about black people. And that's fine, but I'm going to talk shit about it. I'll be right back. Back in. Hey, guys, if you're listening on the radio, I never like to get you to switch off the radio, but find your way over to the Save JXN YouTube, Facebook, or X. Over the next 7 minutes, we're going to play some of those not safe for radio reaction videos of people getting ready to lose their EBT. It's going to be great. We'll be back in 7 minutes. All right, guys, let me pull up some of these videos. The only thing about doing this, I can't hear them, but y'all will be able to. Let's go back to the videos. Let me take your reactions off the screen. And I was looking at some of the comments during the break when I was using the bathroom back there. Yeah, I hold my phone and I pee at the same time. Don't judge me. My attention span's that short. I can't be bored for even a minute to pee. I had to look at my Facebook. But I saw apparently somebody named Cameron is in the comments having a miserable day. Saw Roger's reaction to them. But let's go to these comments here. Oh, it's good times. I love it. I love making fun of these people. I love making fun of them. What do I say, y'all? We're gonna do what? We're gonna mock and meme them till they cry, and then we're gonna mock and meme them for crying. It's a glorious day. Glorious. Let's check out Pookie here.
I use Snap every month. And y'all always complaining about the mutual aid videos, blah, blah. There's going to be more. I know I'll be raising money for food. Luckily, we kind of saw this coming, so we have stockpiled some non-perishables, like with our food stamps, like rice and a couple canned things, some applesauce to replace eggs if we want to bake something. We got extra flour, we got extra sugar. We got some extra stuff, but maybe it would last us a month, maybe two. If we have to start paying for food, like all of our food, yeah, I'm going to make more videos. So if you guys want to cut down on the people who need help, what are we doing about SNAP? What are we doing? Somebody let me know. I don't know. I don't know who to call for that.
You ain't getting it.
Then we have to get the government like unshut down or something. But I feel like the government shut down before and SNAP didn't stop. Am I wrong? Am I misremembering that? Let me know. Somebody let me know.
Let's check out.
And if you gotta take those groceries, go ahead and take them. If you gotta walk smooth out the door, just take them. I don't care. I support you. I support that message, and I'm gonna mind my business. That's what I'm gonna do. If I see somebody walking out with a cart full of groceries that I know was unpaid, like, I'm minding my business, because so what? So what? They're taking away food from y'all. And I see a lot of people making videos and in the comments saying, well, that's not the solution. What is the solution then? Because it's either take that or let your kids starve. Like, I don't see what's going on right now is just pure evil. They do not care if y'all eat. So why should we care about the money that's going into those corporations? That's all I'm saying. Like, we want to do something just has to be done. Like, I don't know what the solution is, but I will say, if you got to take.
All right. So I was just checking. That sounds like crap, doesn't it? I don't know why this don't work like I want it to work ever. My big plan didn't work. Boom, shaka, laka, boom. Or as is it, boom goes La Dynamite. It's hour 2 of the most incendiary show on the RADIO. This is the Clay Edwards Show. I am, of course, Clay Edwards, coming at you live here from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi Studios. Glad to see everybody back with us for hour 2. Hey, y'all don't forget, if you're listening live on the RADIO on 103.9 FM, coming up at 9 o'clock, you got the Mike Madison Show right after this one for 1 hour. And then you got All Gasser, No Breaks. That's right, Andrew Gosser, live from 10 to noon. You see Andrew's my co-host on Mondays and Tuesdays for that third and second hour. We enjoy having Andrew on. He's a wealth of knowledge and experience, good level-headed guy. If you enjoy his takes on my show, you'll enjoy his takes on his show. I want to help get Andrew in front of as many people as possible. If we got any sponsors out there looking to expand their brands, looking to get more customers, very loyal, dedicated audience that we have here at WYAB, there's always room for the right sponsor on the Clay Edwards Show. Even when we're sold out, we ain't never sold all the way out. I'll always find room for the right advertiser. If it's a good fit, we'll make it fit. Andrew's show's got some room on it. We would love to get Andrew sold out, and you can get on his show for a little less money. It's not drive time, and it's a newer show. You got to work your way up. But we can get you, if you got a little tighter budget, we can get you on Andrew's show. We can put you a package together, put you on mine and Andrew's show, as well as Lindsey Beckham's show from noon to 1. We got some inventory around here. Would love to help you grow your business. I mean, look, if you listen to this show on any regular basis, you know these advertisers, when they get on here, they usually don't leave. So that tells you it's working. They get a return on investment. You know, you go to these radio stations and you see these, you'll hear these brands come on for a couple months at a time. Well, they usually don't stay on because, well, they might not be working that well for them. You know, it's when somebody comes on and they stay for a long time. That tells me that that's a smart business owner, and he's spending money where it works. It ain't rocket science. Just because these brands are on the Clay Edwards Show or on WYAB don't mean they're co-signing on every word that comes out of our mouths. It means that they know we have a loyal, dedicated, activated audience that gets out and supports them. We're just a little cog in that wheel. We're just a small spoke in that wheel. When you support local businesses, man, it's just a trickle-down effect. It's a domino effect, more like it. You support one, and then they support others. Then the supply chain, it just keeps it going. It's a glorious thing. It's a beautiful thing. And the overwhelming majority of our advertisers are small, locally owned businesses. We don't do a whole lot of big corporate stuff here. You know, they're all just a little too woke. You know, oh, I don't know, man. Even though Trump won the popular vote, we're still scared to advertise with a conservative talk station. But we'll go over there. We'll spend our money with them left-wing nut jobs all day. So what you're just buying. You're just paying to keep them from bothering you. Got it. So if the right wing started doing that, maybe we get a little bit of that big corporate bucks. But I never want to be held hostage by any advertiser. I never want no advertiser. I want to be held hostage by them. Oh man, we'll advertise with you, but you can't talk about this. Well, man, we ain't doing business. That's one of the main reasons here at WYAB, we don't take a single penny of tax money. Not a single penny of taxpayer dollars comes to WYAB. And for me, what that allows me to do is I don't have to wear gloves at any point when I attack the state of Mississippi or any municipality around here. It allows us to freely, openly talk about corruption anywhere, in any municipality, not just Jackson. That's a lot of freedom. Now, and I'll tell you, I've personally lost a lot of money because of opportunities and relationships that I've built with people that I could have got some taxpayer dollars. And Clay Edwards don't quite stand on that moral ground as much as the radio station owner does. I'll take your taxpayer dollars. I absolutely will. But I understand why we don't. And the longer I've been doing this, the more I appreciate the fact that we don't take taxpayer dollars here at WYAB. We are 100% funded by small business and by our listeners supporting those small businesses. And that's a beautiful thing. I mean, y'all know me. I talk about it all the time. I don't support Walmart and Kroger. Now, I unfortunately, or Amazon for that matter, but unfortunately because of what we've allowed to happen over the years, with allowing Walmart and Amazon and all these people to push mom and pop businesses out of business, even though, it's kind of funny now with their supplier programs or their vendor programs on Amazon.com and Walmart.com, it has actually opened up a whole new world of income for small mom and pop businesses to sell their products through their supplier program or affiliate programs or whatever. So ironically, they put Main Street out of business, but they're opening up another version of it for their suppliers. So it's actually kind of interesting. TikTok, for example, TikTok Shop. It's definitely driven by a lot of small business that sell their stuff on TikTok Shop. So it ain't all from China. But I was going somewhere with that. There was a point I wanted to make there. Oh yeah, I had a better point that I wanted to make, but y'all know me, man. I try to support small business every time I can, but look, it's hard to go buy toilet paper at a small mom and pop business. There ain't no small mom and pop dollar stores. There's Dollar General, which is just as bad as Walmart. Frankly, I think I'd rather give my money to Walmart than Dollar General. But I do like the Walmart delivery thing. At least I don't have to go to Walmart, but I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm going to Walmart November 1st. All my haters, y'all want to catch me slipping? Y'all want to catch you slipping? I'll be at Walmart in Pearl or maybe Richland or maybe Flowood. Probably Flowood. That's where a lot of the Jackson trash moved when they moved out of Jackson. That's where most of the Section 8 housing is. A lot of the rental property is in Flowood, or maybe not in Flowood proper, but in 047. So I think they all shop at that Walmart. Like, that's the most ghetto Walmart in Rankin County. So I think we'll go to that one, and we will just sit back and we'll wait at the entrance. I'm going to be like a Walmart greeter, except I don't really care if you're stealing or not. I just want to film you doing it. Oh, I can't wait. November 1st is going to be my New Year's Eve. My NYE. Let's see here, man. Let's jump in on some of your comments. The Guns and Gear text line is 769-241-1944. The Mazda Jackson phone line is 601-879-0002. Are you looking forward to November 1st, to the EBT shutdown? What do you want to see happen? What do you think we should do to people who just push their groceries out without paying for them? Inquiring minds want to know. You know, I saw somebody else. I watched a reaction video about this last night on YouTube. I discovered a new content creator. I like him a lot. I'll share his content later in the comment stream here. I'd never heard of him before, and I can't believe it, man, because this guy, we speak the same language. I'm like, man, where's this guy been? But he was talking about these women all hooting and hollering about their children. How am I going to feed my children and this, that, and the other? I don't know. How about you get a damn job? That would seem like a great way to feed your children. Go to work. Quit having children you can't afford to pay for. That would seem like a novel concept. Oh, I got an idea. Here's a novel concept. How about stay with that child's father and raise them as a married couple? Oh! Oh! Blasphemy. Blasphemy. We would not allow a father in this home. What kind of woman do you think I am? That would just make too much sense, wouldn't it? Ask the father to help. But not too worried about that EBT. Generational Section 8 queens, man. And I don't want people to think I'm just talking about black folks. I ain't just talking about black folks. I mean, y'all saw the thumbnail for this picture, for this show today. That was all white women on that thumbnail, mainly because Google is racist and vidIQ are racist, the apps I use to make my thumbnails. Nano Banana from Google and vidIQ. I typed in the description of the way I wanted the thumbnail to look, and I said angry black and white women, fat, angry black and white women rioting at self-checkout stand at Walmart because EBT. I typed in exactly what I wanted it to say. It would not create that thumbnail with the word black in there. Would not. Wouldn't let me do mixed race, nothing. It would not let me create an image of a black woman misbehaving. But it did let me create images of white women misbehaving. Again, double standard. It's the racism double standard. You can't make black people look bad. Not that they need any help, but you can't make them look bad. You can't properly portray them in any way, form, or fashion that makes them look bad, true or not. But you can make white people in any other race look bad. All you want. You can't do it. Nope, not blacks. And I wasn't even trying to do just black. I was trying to do both because I live in Rankin County. I'm well aware that we got some fat white trash out there, EBT queens, that are going to be throwing hands trying to get free food for their chillins as well. I don't care. If y'all ain't figured it out by now, Clay don't care. Y'all don't like me? Good. I don't like you. Just don't talk to me. So that's another difference in me and you. And you being whomever out there that don't like the word coming out of my mouth right now. I see you in the streets, in the Walmarts, in the Krogers, I don't talk to you. Because I don't want to talk to you. And I don't know who you are. You see me, you want to talk to me. And you want to tell me how I'm wrong. Not that I'm going to care, not that you're going to change my mind. But again, that's the difference. Y'all think y'all going to change my mind? You're not. I was talking to a fellow last night, buddy of mine. I ain't really buddies, but he's got a follow online. We chit-chat some. And he's like, man, you know, it's kind of one of these typical answers I get from people who agree with me most stuff. You know, I don't agree with you on everything. I said, what is it you don't agree about? Because that's what people like. That's like this little qualifier people like to throw out there. Well, Clay, I don't agree with everything you say. And I'm always just curious because I feel like I'm pretty based. I'm pretty based, and that doesn't mean conservative. It's like I feel like I got a pretty firm foundation of right and wrong. It's real simple. Right and wrong. I'm like, well, what is it that you don't agree with? Well, I mean, and it was something, one thing I'd said that he thought, well, I thought I'd attack Benny Ivy about when I said that I thought that these violence interruption programs were a grift. And I do think they're a grift, but it doesn't mean that I don't think Benny Ivy does good work. I think two things can be right at the same time. And I made a post about it, and Benny got his panties in a wad and thought I was talking about him. And then Benny's a guy I got a lot of respect for. And then he got on there and trashed me and stuff. And I was like, well, at that point, I'm not even going to try to explain that it wasn't about you. That was just about those programs in general, and that it is a big grift, and that cities that have violence interruption programs are absolutely places that white people don't want to go anywhere near. If you live in a city that has a violence interruption program, that is the equivalent of a Jasco gas station being built in your neighborhood. It's too late. You need to take what you can fit in one vehicle, get the hell out, and never come back. But anyway, that was a quote from Anton Daniels, another content creator, and I just liked the quote, so I shared it. And it had been up a couple days, and Benny saw it and thought it was an attack on him. It was not an attack on Benny Ivy. I don't know that I've ever cleared that up on the radio, but if anybody's listening, y'all can tell Benny that was not about Benny. That was about those programs in general and the fact that people are getting rich on those programs. He might not be. Actually, I know he's not. His heart is in the right place and doing good work. It truly is. But that don't mean that Queen Bee, Raquel Lumumba, that's over that got that grant money for him or whatever it was, that she ain't making money. I ain't saying she is. I'm saying, but I ain't saying she ain't. I don't think the Lumumba's hearts are in the right place on anything they're involved in. But anyway, my point being, you know, people will tell me that, well, you know, I don't agree with everything you say. I'm like, what is it you don't agree with? Because here's my core beliefs. I want people to be safe. I want people to be able to go places and be safe. I want to be able to stop at a Jasco in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm not that I would. I'm just saying I want to be able to. And not have to worry about getting shot or anybody else. I want black people in Jackson to be as safe at a Jasco as I want to be at a Shell in Brandon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want y'all to feel the quality of life that comes with knowing that unless some psychopath stalker with low T energy sneaks up behind you at a gas station, that, you know, you pretty much ain't got nothing to worry about at a gas station. You ain't catching a stray bullet that was intended for Pookie. I mean, I just want people to be safe. I want black folks, white folks, and everybody else to quit killing each other in public. Now, it's mainly black people doing it around here, and I ain't got no control over that. You know, I just look at the news like everybody else, and I say, oh, this is one particular demographic of people that seem to be the ones doing this more than the other. So that's who we're talking about today. Like when y'all told me, Clay, yes, all lives matter, but right now we're talking about black lives. Okay, well, look, everybody commits crimes, but right now we're talking about black criminals. This is the Clay Edwards Show. We'll be right back on WYAB. Welcome back into the Clay Edwards Show, the most incendiary show on the RADIO. This segment brought to you by our friends over at Oh, how about my friends over right there at Ellis Autoplex, man? Check them out. Highway 471, Flowood, Mississippi. That's Ellis Autoplex, Little Truck City, as we call it. Man, Casey's really just clicking on all cylinders over there right now. They got some of the best looking inventory that I've seen in the state of Mississippi, especially four-door, four-wheel drive, F-150s, Silverados, Sierras, Rams. They got the truck market buttoned up, but hey, look, they've also got the SUV market buttoned up. You're looking for a 4Runner, you're looking for a Bronco, they keep them over there at Ellis Autoplex. And I'm talking about some of the brand new body style 4Runners too. The most up-to-date model on the roads. Save thousands by buying pre-owned. Ellis Autoplex. Check them out online, ellisautoplex.com. And as always, don't forget, they buy vehicles. So swing by there, whether you're buying from them or not, let them put a number on your vehicle, get an idea what it's worth. Maybe you're considering trading it in at a new car dealership, and you want to make sure that you got all the information, that you've got the best offer for your trade imaginable. Get a number from Casey, because he's going to give you fair market value, and then go see what that new car dealership's going to give you, and figure that out. Figure out the tax savings you'll get when you trade in on your new vehicle. And say, well, look, man, that offer at Ellis Autoplex still puts me $1,000 to the good in front of this. And you can see if that dealership will raise their offer, or you could take it back and sell it to Casey, then go buy that car at the new dealership. Or, hey, maybe just say, you know what? Maybe I don't need that new one so bad. I like this one he's got over here with a few thousand miles on it. I can save a few $1,000. Winner, chicken dinner, ellisautoplex.com. Tell them Clay Edwards sent you. Man, I was just strolling through my Facebook in the break there, and I saw there's this girl named Faith that there's a lot of people who want to be content creators, and they grift off of my post. And I appreciate them sharing my post, but I don't necessarily always appreciate some of the comments they make, because I feel like it's kind of a jab at me, and I'm not saying it because I'm being thin-skinned. I'm not contradicting myself from earlier. But I find people to be a bit hypocritical, and that's something I can't stand, or people I think are hypocrites. And so the thumbnail for today's show, as we discussed, was a bunch of angry, fat, white women ready to throw down at the self-checkout stand in Walmart because the EBT ain't working. And my thumbnail read, my caption read, EBT chaos incoming. The culture rot thugs and trash are losing their minds on the internet, threatening to steal groceries and assault store employees that try to stop them, even going as far as saying they'll unalive them if they follow them to their cars. We got the videos to prove it. Tune in live Wednesday morning, 7:07 a.m. to 9 a.m. Now, I was very clear what I was going to be talking about there. I mean, did I leave any room for, was there any gray area there? I said I was going to be talking about thugs and trash that are threatening to kill Walmart employees or grocery store employees. Did I say little old ladies, little elders who need their EBT? Did I say that? Did I say that we need to cut off EBT for everybody? That nobody deserves some help? I did not say that. Those words did not come out of my mouth. I do believe in a bit of a social safety net for our elders and our sickly people who can't work. It's the welfare trash queens that just don't work, that Section 8 is their job. It's what they put on their application when they go try to finance something as their income that I have a problem with. But here's what Faith, rarely do I give a hater a full shout out, but we're going to give Faith Reynolds a full shout out this morning because she decided to take it upon herself to try to roll me under the bus and grift off my good name. So, we're going to read you what Faith said here. Let me screenshot it so I have it for posterity. She says, how come an elder is considered a thug because she or he has EBT and has a disability and can't make ends meet nor get a job due to being disabled? Clay Edwards, this makes them a thug? How? That's disrespectful to the elderly who need it. That's sad and shows your character. Again, nowhere in my description, which was very detailed, did it say anything about elders and people who needed a hand up, not a handout. I get it from every direction. I mean, figuratively, you gotta, and literally, you gotta be bulletproof to do this at the level I do it at. You really do. Because it'll drive you insane. People ask me all the time, Clay, why don't you look at your comments? Why don't you look at your notifications? Why don't you read your messages? Because every now and then, one accidentally slips through, and I see it in the feed, and I do read it, because like a car crash, I find it interesting. I kind of rubberneck a little bit. And I'll see something stupid like that, and it reminds me, this is why I don't read any of my mentions, any of my comments, or any of my DMs to the big page. I will read my DMs to my personal page and my text messages. But if you don't have my cell phone number, the best way to get in touch with me is the Guns and Gear text line. I check those messages. That is the best way to get in touch with me. 769-241-1944. Man, that's just, like nowhere in that did I say any of that. But they put words in my mouth. And then it has people out here thinking, oh, Clay doesn't think the elderly need a handout, need a hand up. Nowhere did I say that. You're lying. You're grifting. You're doing that for clicks and views. Which, by the way, I got my Facebook money deposited into my PayPal this morning. Thank y'all for the clicks and views. You paid my truck note and my house note this month. And this upcoming month is going to be even better than that. Even better than that. So thank y'all for the clicks and views. Let's see here. Let's clean up the Guns and Gear text line real quick. Oh, man. Oh, somebody sent me something. Apparently the umpire, the Foot Locker trio are going on tour. That's comical. And they're doing it in the name of the Lord. Let's see here. Let me hit reload on this real quick. Reagankin, my favorite people. Reagankin, that's a mile long, brother. I can't read that. Unknown texter. The guy that killed the two women in the wreck evading police have been arrested over 50 times since 1994. 50 times since 1994. Man, there ain't but about 5 or 6 things other than eat, sleep, have intercourse, repeat, that I've done more than 50 times since 1994. Hoo-wee. James on the Guns and Gear text line. These folks have had 20 plus days to figure out how to buy food, and the best they can come up with is steal it. When normal working folks run into hard times, we hustle and figure out how to make some quick money to get by. I mean, look, start an OnlyFans. I don't care what you do. But if you start stealing, y'all just going to make my Facebook check even bigger next month. My TikTok money going to be even more next month. So, I mean, I'm pulling for chaos because I'm going to make money I'm going to make money laughing at y'all's pain. Going to be great. Unknown texture. The Democrats punishing their own voters because Republicans won't give free health care to illegals. You know, getting back to being serious here. Yes, we do get serious every now and then. That's the ironic part about this, but they're going to blame this all on Trump because that's just what they do. Oh, big, powerful, high testosterone white man. It's got to be his fault. It's his fault. I mean, look, I want to give credit to Trump. Hell yeah, cut that EBT off. Yeah, dog. But this is the Democrats doing this. So, well, you know what? For once, me and the Democrats are on the same damn side of an argument, aren't we? I got to give credit where credit's due. I've been wanting EBT cut off. I've been wanting welfare unplugged. I've been expecting Republicans to do it. They never do it. But finally, I'll be dang, the Democrats have killed EBT. Blue no matter who, baby. Sean, you've been right the whole time, baby. I should have been voting Democrat. I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. This is glorious, man. Let's take a break. Come back. We'll be right back. Y'all don't go nowhere. On WYAB, this is the Clay Edwards Show. Welcome back in the Clay Edwards Show here live on WYAB. Hey, I heard that core therapy ad. Man, y'all get by Core Wellness and Therapy right there at the township in Ridgeland, right off Highland Colony Park. I need to swing by there in the next day or so and grab some blue methylene. I got my last little bit out of the bottle today. Man, y'all look that up. Not blue meth. Not to get confused with blue meth or any kind of meth. This is blue methylene. This is a brain. This is a rocket fuel for your brain. It's testosterone for your brain, for your focus. If you take Adderall, anything like that, throw that crap away. Throw it away. Google blue methylene. Swing by. They sell it in the bottle. You mix it with a little bottle of water, shake it up, drink it, boom. Super focused. I mean, I'm on my third bottle now. I've been doing it about 3 months. I am so much more focused than I've ever been. I'm able to do show prep better. I'm able to do these shows better. I mean, I think these shows have gotten exponentially more entertaining the last 3 months. And I credit some of that to the blue methylene and being able to stay focused and longer trains of thought without having to stutter and stop and think about what I was going to say and all of that. Just boom, 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 boom. My brain's firing on all cylinders right now. It's been insane, man. I'm working from the time I wake up to the time I force myself to go to sleep, between working out, studying, reading, doing show prep. I mean, man, where was this motivation, drive, and energy 10 years ago? I mean, I just feel like I'm running a race from behind because I started so late. But, man, hey, better late than never. Better late than never. Maybe I could afford some security if I started a few years earlier. Anyway, man, y'all swing by Core Wellness and Therapy. They do have some supplement products like blue methylene there. And it goes well when in combination with some other things like, I just talked about my brain clicking on all cylinders, and then I just had a brain fart right there. Like red light therapy, cryotherapy, and more. Swing by, check it out. But they got the hydration therapies. You know, you get an IV, and they have all different ones. I like the metabolism one, the metabolic one. It's energy for days, but you don't feel it. You don't realize it ain't because they don't give you like some wild boost where you feel like you're jittery or anything and you don't feel a crash. You just realize that, oh crap, I got a bunch of energy. What do I need to do? I need to go get one. And I need to clean my house is what I need to do. Anyway, swing by, check them out, man. Core Wellness and Therapy right there, Highland Colony in the township. One thing I wanted to hit on a serious note, I saw, we covered, me and Holly Jeffries were in here last week, and we covered this atrocity, this abomination up in DeSoto County. The girl that raped the minor, she was a LGBTQ youth pastor, and she was having a sexual affair with a minor. And finally, the judge has recused himself from the case, and that means that she going to jail is what that means. And also, the school teacher that supported her will not be returning to school. So we are winning. Normal is winning. Good is defeating evil. I love seeing that people called it out, that people did not stop, that y'all did not give up, that you harassed, and you were persistent. And we got a judge to step down, and we got the school teacher who supported this rapist to basically be fired or resign or whatever, to go away. Winning. That's what we're doing. I love it. I did a video or I did a rant, whatever you want to call it, about the black guy in Clinton, the school teacher. They got 30 years. 30 years for the same thing. Maybe it was a little word, whatever. It don't matter. He deserved it. She deserves it too. Whether it's sexism, white privilege, LGBTQ privilege, rainbow supremacy privilege, whatever. That's really what it was. That's the uncomfortable elephant in the room, isn't it? It wasn't white privilege. It wasn't sexism. It was LGBTQ privilege. It was oppressed privilege. They look out for one another. They look out for one another. That's for show. That is faux show. What else did I have in my notes today? Because if I don't find something else to hit real quick, we're just going to finish out the show today, reading some of y'all's comments and text messages. And you know what? That's fine with me too. Hey, don't forget, this Saturday night out at Cypress Point Resort, you got Spank the Monkey. Big unofficial doc reunion. That's me saying that, not them. But when I hear Spank the Monkey, I think of the doc. And I can't wait to see them, man. Going to be great. Pop Fiction's opening up. There's going to be a Halloween costume contest. It's going to be a big old event. It ain't free to get in. I think it's like $20. You can get your tickets in advance. But, man, I can't think of a better thing to spend $20 on to get two great bands and a Halloween costume contest. That means you're going to have all them girls out there doing, can I say slutty on the radio? Well, I just did. Slutty versions of things that there's not normally slutty versions of. Nurses, that's mostly, yeah. But they don't dress up like that. They just wear scrubs. Golly, the amount of adultery that goes on in the medical field is just the amount. Anyway, I digress. It's going to be a good time out there. There's going to be a lot of attractive women wearing skimpy versions of career choices that aren't normally have skimpy versions. So that'll be fun to watch. Two great bands, Pop Fiction and Spank the Monkey. Going to be a heck of a party out there. And then don't forget Sunday, they're running it right back out on the patio. No cover charge. And you got Spank the Monkey doing an unplugged set out there. It may be inside, it may be outside, whatever. It don't matter. It's going to be there at Cameron's Garage at Cypress Point Resort. So swing by, check that out. Don't forget, they got a great Blue Plate special 5 days a week as well. The weather is perfect to go sit inside the largest open air bar in the state right there at Cypress Point Resort inside Cameron's Garage, or Cameron's Garage at Cypress Point Resort. Oh, let's see here, man. Let me check my notes real quick. We hit the EBT. Hey, did we talk about this yesterday? Did y'all see this new drone machine gun that they've come up with? You know, I thought this would be perfect to control South Jackson with, like something straight out of RoboCop. Pulling it up here. Let's see if I can share this image with y'all. This thing is insane. I mean, we don't need police over in South Jackson anymore. We just need a good drone pilot with this machine gun. This would solve so many problems in Jackson. I mean, it really would. If I could get that health band advertisement to get off the screen, that would be great. Oh, this thing is great. Is it on the screen here for the people that are watching online? Good enough. Good enough. What did I say? Good enough for the girls I date? It's IAI unveils the Firestorm 250, a lethal machine gun drone. It says IAI presents the Firestorm 250, a quadcopter drone armed with a machine gun to support tactical units with precision and endurance in close combat. Guys, this right here is a great example of why when people talk about civil war and all that's coming, guys, our government has weapons like this now. I'm just going to tell you, we ain't winning a civil war against our government. They have got drones with machine guns attached to them. And if the Democrats ever get in charge again, they will use them in places like Pearl and Brandon if we really try to rise up. So, and unfortunately, the conservatives, Trump and them, because they're so worried about what black people or anybody else think about them, they'll never use them in urban areas where we really need them. Let's just be honest. This No Kings protest, stuff like that, that would have been the perfect way to shoot non-lethal. Non-lethal. I'm not saying shoot real bullets at them. I'm not saying don't, but I'm not saying do. That would have been the perfect way to keep all them folks under control. if they ever want to start pulling the summer of 2020 nonsense again. Oh, you think you're going to burn that building down? You ain't burning that black-owned business down. Dance, mother, dance. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Just start making them dance from the sky. Oh, it wouldn't. Just think about the fun. Think about the content we could get from that. Little Pookie and them having to dance. Oh, I crack me up sometimes. Just thinking about it. Let's take our last break of the day. Come back, land the plane. Online audience, don't go nowhere. I'm going to hang out with y'all just a second. Say our goodbyes separately. We'll be right back, Radio Land. Oh, man. That was a fun show. I needed a good fun show, man. We had a great show Thursday, and then my buddy died, and it took me a couple of days to get back on track, but I believe we're back today. We are back today. That was fun. That was a good time. I needed that. Worse than y'all can imagine. All right, I'm not going to have time to get to the comments, but, man, we had a bunch of comments today, didn't we? A lot of comments. Y'all swing by. Y'all text Clay to 601-800-5130. Get that complimentary testosterone screening today. Y'all go grab lunch at one of these great sponsors. You might just run into me there. I need a good lunch. Maybe it's McBee's today. What is the special today? McBee's is fried or grilled pork chop. And it's Meatloaf Wednesday at Martin's. So either Martin's location, Meatloaf Wednesday. Got to love it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Big breaking news here. You guys need to listen to the Sean and Lindsay show here at noon today. The star witness backs Capitol Police shooting of Jalen Lewis and deems it justified. It looks like our guys could be cleared in the shooting, the justified shooting of culture rot thug Jalen Lewis. That's right. Yeah, they also found marijuana, cocaine, and multiple firearms in his car, including a handgun beside him. They're going to be peeling it back for a full hour. Looks like, yeah, y'all just tune in here to WYAB, noon to 1 today, and listen to Sean and Lindsay peel back the onion on this Capitol Police murder trial, or just whatever they're calling it. I'll see y'all tomorrow right here, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Bless it.